What does it take to build a home from nothing? One woman, one hillside. No crew, no machinery. It starts here, a wooden stake pressed into dry ground, marking the first boundary of something that doesn't exist yet. Then the hauling begins. Two women at a rocky stream, loading gray river rocks into the bed of a caged truck by hand, stone by stone, load by load. This is how the foundation starts. Back on the hillside, she works the soil with a hoe. Dry grass and scrub come up in clumps. She clears it all. Then she crouches low, close to the ground, and lays a line of white powder across the earth. That line is the foundation outline. The build has a shape now. By the time the first time-lapse passes, the site is ready. The stonework begins. A white string runs taut above the wet cement, the level guide that keeps every course honest. She places each rock by hand, pressing it into the gray bed. Then the trowel comes out. Cement fills the gaps between stones, smoothed and packed. She works in red top and white gloves, moving along the low wall, trowel scraping and spreading. Course by course, the wall starts to hold its own shape. Hours of this, the same motion, over and over. After the next time lapse, the wall has climbed higher. The full footprint is visible now. Stone walls trace the outline of every room. From a distance, the structure reads as a small building. Up close, the texture tells the real story. Rough, irregular stones locked together in gray mortar. Inside, a dirt floor sits between partially built walls. A sand pile waits in the foreground. She works on in a mustard-colored shirt, gloves on, adjusting stones along the top courses. The foundation is complete. The walls are next. Structural timber enters the build. She carries a large wooden plank across the site. Stone foundations on either side, bamboo rising behind her. The plank goes into a wooden form filled with wet cement. Then a rough-hewn log, positioned inside the formwork, embedded as the concrete sets around it. She lifts another plank overhead, standing on the stone base, mountains stretching out behind her. Large stones follow, pressed into the wet mix, locking timber and stone into a single structural layer. The ring beam is taking shape. The roof frame begins to rise. Wooden frames are lifted onto the stone walls one by one. She positions a large square frame, steadies it, sets it down. 3 tall posts stand upright on the stone base. The uprights are in. A dog wanders near the base of the structure. She doesn't stop. Another long plank goes overhead, carried across the top of the wall. By the time the next time-lapse ends, the vertical frame stands waiting for beams. Before the roof beams go on, the wall tops need to be leveled. She unspools a length of white string and runs it along a bamboo pole, a simple level line. Then she walks the top of the wall, string in hand, checking every high point. Wet cement goes down where the surface needs building up. Trowel scrapes and smooths. Wooden formwork fills in the gaps between stones. She works from inside the structure and from the roof, moving between positions, filling, and leveling. The wall tops have to be true before anything else can sit on them. The stone shell is done. From outside, the house has its full form. Rough stone walls, wooden frames for a door and a window, a dirt path leading to the entrance. From inside, the corners are solid. She works near the entrance, then climbs to the wall top to position the first wooden roof beams. The structure is ready to be covered. Mortar mixing on wooden planks. 2 buckets, one light green, one gray, sit loaded with cement. The wooden formwork for the chimney base is in place, a box-like structure of planks and beams set on top of the stone walls. Wet concrete fills a narrow stone channel between rough walls. She works on the roof, a water tank nearby. Then she crouches on the chimney base, pressing cement to the top. The chimney tower is about to climb. Stone by stone, the chimney rises above the roofline. She places each piece by hand. A brick, a flat stone, a wooden wedge to keep it true. The tower is circular, built tight against the house. From the roof, she holds a long plank for reach. 2 green buckets of wet cement wait below. Then the wide shot arrives. The chimney stands clear above the ridge. Wooden door and window frames below. A ladder on the side platform. The house has a silhouette now. She finishes the chimney cap. Wooden pieces are fitted across the top of the tower, one by one, against an overcast sky. A trowel smooths wet cement over the flat cap surface. She adjusts planks, checks the fit, presses more mortar. From inside, the chimney mass anchors the whole interior. From outside, the house looks complete in structure. Stone walls, chimney, door frames, a ladder on the platform. The roof structure is ready. Now, the battens. She pulls out the measuring tape and metal ruler, marking lengths on a thick wooden log. A hand saw bites through the wood, sawdust falling. She works through several cuts, log after log. Then she's on the roof, kneeling, positioning the first long wooden beams across the ridge. The tiling phase is about to begin. The metal cutting tool works through the last battens. Sawdust on stone. The cuts are clean. Then the tiles arrive. Gray, wavy, corrugated. They're laid out in rows on the ground first. A large panel is stood upright against the stone wall. She lifts it and carries it toward the house. Up the scaffold. Onto the roof. From inside, sky shows through the gaps between the first tiles. She kneels, positions the panel, reaches for the drill. By the time the next time lapse passes, the first section of roof is closed. Metal scaffolding now lines the side of the house. She fits wooden beams under the corrugated roof edge, locking the tiles down from below. A cordless drill runs along the roof line, screw after screw driven into the battens. Then the ridge trim appears. Dark metal angle pieces, long and angled, carried up and positioned along the piece. She drills them down. The chimney still rises above it all, and the misty mountain sits behind. The last stones go onto the chimney cap. Then she steps back. From the front, the house stands complete. Dark metal roof, stone chimney, 2 doorways, 1 window. She walks away from it, hat on, into the surrounding grass. A wide shot shows the whole structure against a line of green trees and misty mountains. The exterior is done, but there's more work ahead. He picks up a shovel and starts digging beside the house. The pillar footings need to go in. Holes dug beside the house. Gray cement at the bottom, large stones at the edges. She packs stones into wet cement, filling the gaps by hand. Then the trowel takes over, pressing mortar between stones, building up the first pillar. She places stones vertically inside a wooden frame. Layer by layer, the pillar rising beside the doorway. More cement, more stones. The balcony supports are going in. 1 pillar, then the next. The metalwork phase begins. Long galvanized pipes laid out on the ground in front of the house. She stands over them, sizing up the cuts. The angle grinder fires up, green disc. Sparks flying. She crouches and runs the cut through pipe after pipe. Then she switches to the drill, boring anchor holes into the stone wall near the roofline. Pipes get carried across the site, one at a time, moved into position against the stone pillars. The balcony frame is being laid out. the welding starts. Sparks fall from the top of a stone pillar as she tacks the first rod into place. Then she moves to the wall, torch to the roofline, attaching horizontal bars to the stone. The frame grows. Vertical posts, horizontal rails, pipe fitted into pipe, each joint welded rough and solid. She grips the bar with sunglasses on, checks the line. A yellow spray can coats the raw metal. The welds are visible, dark, heavy, built to hold. A large sheet of green roofing material arrives. She rolls it out on the ground and measures it, white tape across the full width. A green marker draws the cut line. The angle grinder comes back out, brown disc this time. Sparks run along the white line as the sheet splits clean. Then she carries it to the porch frame and lays it down, up the wooden ladder to the platform. Wooden planks go across the metal frame first, then the drill drive screws to the roofing. The covered porch is getting through. The porch roof is on. From below, metal sheeting and supporting beams close off the covered area. She kneels on the flat deck, drilling down the last fixings. A wide shot shows the whole structure. Stone house, dark shingled roof, covered porch beside it, surrounded by green trees. She walks toward the entrance, takes it in. A puppy lies on the rocky ground nearby. The house stands in the grass, mountains behind. It looks like a place someone could live. lumber delivery. A trailer loaded with rough wooden planks pulls up to the side. A small tractor moves off as she unloads. The planks are stacked on the edges. She stands in the doorway, looking down. Then the circular saw comes out. Plank after plank, cut to length beside the house. She checks each piece, crouches, adjusts the stack. By the time the next time-lapse ends, a pile of cut floor planks is ready to go up. The railing frame goes together on the ground first. She crouches over it. Red welding machine beside her. Drill and tools within reach. Pipes are fitted together, checked for square. Then up the ladder. On the roof, she extends a tape measure between two metal poles. Every dimension checked before the drill runs. She grinds one pipe smooth with the angle grinder. Then the welding torch comes out. Sparks fly as each joint is tapped. Vertical posts, horizontal rails. The railing takes shape above the balcony deck. She welds standing, kneeling, reaching. The hazy mountains sit behind her. rain has hit the tiles, droplets across the gray corrugated surface. She works through it. The last welds close up the railing. Sparks drop from the torch onto the wooden platform below. The vertical posts and horizontal bars are all in. She fits a final piece of wood between the rails, taps it into place. The welds are visible, rough, dark, solid. The railing is done. The hillside that started as dry, empty ground is now a stone cottage with a gabled roof and a chimney. Stands on the balcony, hand resting on the silver railing. Misty mountains stretch out behind her. Banana trees press in from both sides. The deck is solid, the railing holds. Stone walls, dark roof, metal ladder, wooden floor, built by one pair of hands. Some things are worth the long road back.